will I be allowed to talk?
Go on.
Now, it is this case you are bringing up. If you give me another reference, fine. If it's okay, I will accept.
Doing that for you? Are you the one that is carrying this case? Should I be doing that for you?
I am not. Hold on.
You are supposedly TikToker, or maybe you are just an interested party.
Don't act as if
you are taking this.
You know it all.
You are over exercising some act which I don't think you should do, which is not good for you.
I am not. Look, I build confidence from what anybody do. Even if you are doing something. Look, if I can't fault what you are doing, I will encourage you that, okay, what you are doing this thing, I will build up confidence from it. Look, the thing, you have shown me something. Don't shut me down. Let me say my own bit. It's not for you to accept, but let me take my bit. Now, the thing is this customary court decided on the exchange lover. Well, fine. Customary court can decide, okay, DNA be conducted. This is an exchange love. Unless you want to tell me that Wunmi was not married to Mohbad. But
I said something earlier. I say all paternity issues are primarily governed by the customary court in Nigeria. All paternity issues, they are mostly governed in the
DNA of a marriage. DNA of a marriage. Any issue of marriage that is legal. Do you know either traditional marriage or church marriage or whatever marriage is legal? It's a legal marriage because the law
that customary court don't have jurisdiction over paternity tests. Paternity issue is a family issue. Under the Nigerian law, is considered as a family issue. They treat it together as family issue. And the best court to resolve family issue in Nigeria is the customary court. I don't know what you are saying. I don't know what you want. Unless speaking, again, as I've said, my stance continue. Okay? Berekete is giving us a show. People who will watch the show will watch the show. I do not answer to anybody. This is the best I can do. I will continue to, I will enlighten people. Anything I say going on wrong, I will tell people. Okay, and whatsoever that is played behind the scene, it is our own job here to expose it. We may be wrong. We want to be proven wrong. I will be very happy if I'm proven wrong for the best thing to be done. But me, I will not be stopped when I see things going on the wrong way. I will not talk about it. My intelligence is not to see things going wrong and not to mention. I will always make mention of these things, and that's why I've said that for us not to be allowed to carry on another autopsy or another toxicology as things stand now, that is a cheating. And I said it this morning, and you are saying, I don't even know whether this process was attempted by anybody, whether Berekete or whosoever. And the response you gave was that you guys have approached the court, like the court hasn't granted the order for another second autopsy to go. I don't even know who is this lawyer who is approaching the court. If that lawyer can't get it, let's get other lawyers to go get the order. It's not by force, it's not a do or that thing. Why are we making it look like, Baba Mohbad is only limited to part. This is one thing that African television brought, that a lot of people disagree with him. Because a lot of people are so much interested in this issue and they want to have things done. If one person can't have it done, don't limit yourself to it. Let other people come in. Now let us say that, okay, since it's not going, we have tried this, it's not going, who else wants to try? Do we have anybody who has any lawyer or anybody who wants to try this process? Let the public to try their might. It's just like the public is being cheated on this case since September to today. They cannot really bring in who they want to come and help Baba Mohbad, because there are some people protecting the man, pushing every other person away from the man, and it's taking us nowhere. September till February. Now we say we are happy with what Berekete. Just because Berekete spoke to Commissioner of Information, just take a look at where we are. Commissioner spoke to Berekete, said he wants to speak to Lagos State government.
You can't be satisfied with anything.
It's not about satisfying. There's one thing to say. When you are solving a problem, it is from the steps that you are taking that we understand the outcome of that problem. That the solution will be understood from the step. If you're not taking good steps, only a fool will be expecting something else. Yeah,
you are not an authority. You are saying something based on what you believe in, and others believe in something. Look, you see, you are so you are so you always close your thoughts on what you know. Try to like rub minds and engage people. It's not that you force your idea on people. Others might have better idea. Just try to like be a bit more open. You have your own facts, no doubt, but at least as I well anyway.
Okay, instead of disciplining, just mention the fact, mention things to work with. Stop disciplining me. I mean, I'm saying right now that Corona inquest from November, they promised us that they're going to resume March. Okay,
no, there was nothing of such.
Okay,
no,
so wait. Everybody in the house, did Corona inquest at a particular time said they will be resuming on March? Let's put it to people. Don't respond. Let's put it to people. The Corona inquest last year, do they tell us that March, that they will be resuming on March? Everybody. I am surprised you don't have this information, Grexy. November, as at the end of
some are saying no, some are saying yes.
No. Those ones saying no, their intention is saying those are Wunmi fans. Their intention is saying no. Don't mind them.
You see where you get your information from.
No. I'm telling you.
Stop acting as if you are.
I don't want to be having issue with you. Grexy, please. Okay, let me do my job. Grexy, please let me do my job. Okay. I mean, keep doing your own job. Work with Baba. I guess you're an activist. Keep doing my own job. I don't want to have clash with you. My own job here is to see how I can enlighten people and to make them understand what is not going well. That is my job here. I don't have any duty, any business with you, Grexy, please. I don't want to have issue with you, and just please stop. Okay, please stop. Okay, let me do my analysis with full chest, with full understanding of what is going on. If you touch anybody, touch anybody. And whatever anybody can do, do it. And be very, very quick. Okay, I'll do what I think is right. I may be wrong, let it be proven later. But I don't want to drag things and I don't want to be silent. When I see things not going right, I have to voice it out. Let people be aware of what is coming. Let people know what is coming. Then when it comes, then it is up to them. If you prepare them for next time, we know what we are doing. I want to be proven wrong. I will be very, very happy. I will be the happiest person if I'm proven wrong. But I'm seeing the things that is going on. I'm seeing I'm seeing the whole tricks. I have trick as well. When it comes to trick, I don't think all of these guys writing this script have those tricks that they are really writing. Those tricks that those things they are doing, I don't think they know how to do it. I see myself that I do it better than all of them. I mean, Andy came here to let me see how I can get this refreshed. For them to do all this, they need full mobile body. You don't just need sample. The external autopsy, you need to verify full mobile body. Check DNA traces on different parts of the body, turn it left and right. You need the whole body. Or do you guys want to send the body to America? I don't understand. Can you kill answer? What is this nonsense? What's all this nonsense? I mean, I don't understand. Let the public, the people that really want to come do this, let them do it. What is this nonsense? And that's what I'm telling you guys. Please, if you are easily convinced, persuaded by lies, just go away. I don't need you, you don't need me. But let me see what I see that is right. What I see that is right, that is supposed to be done, or that is being done. Let things be. I mean, is it a crime that things can be done correctly in this part of the world? Is this a crime? I don't understand. Now I'm asking all of you a question. When the Commissioner of Information and Berekete and Baba Mubad said they will do DNA, which DNA, please somebody tell me? I'm asking which DNA that they will do. Which DNA? Everybody, I'm asking you, please, in the comment section, type it. Which DNA they say they will do? DNA? Okay, let me put it to the panel. The IT guy, can you tell me which DNA? I don't know whether you followed it, or maybe Saka, maybe you also followed it as well. Which DNA did they say they would do? Or maybe should I play the clip so that you guys will hear again? Which DNA?
Paparano. There is always going to be one thing. When someone comes to the public and they haven't done their homework, like you said, they say, where is it going to be conducted? Is it NMS or NMM and all they correcting themselves? It's clear that the guy wasn't sure, but mentioning DNA is more like fraud. They will just mention it DNA because the guy wasn't prepared. These are the kind of people we need to be listening to.
And you know, and the IT guy, you know what they are trying to do, right?
Yeah.
That's why they are trying to put everybody together so that they will have one person packing us, stuffing us with fake information, putting us in one box. That's why I refuse to cooperate with any host, with anybody on this case. I just want to be fair and fair. Let us say it out the way we feel. If we are wrong, prove us wrong. But anytime you see them fighting against us, they shouldn't be angry with me. If all I'm giving is insight, right, they should make good use of those insights and prove me wrong. But what they're doing is, when we speak the truth, they want to shut us up. They don't like. They know what we are saying is true, but they are trying to shut us all up.
You played something that we listened to Brekete asking some guy some questions and talking about what happened during the old shenanigan. It literally sort of like is a regurgitation of the kind of things we've heard before. And I was surprised that Brekete was actually addressing it directly, or people are there. They embalmed this, they took this to police station. It wasn't sort of like on the surface of querying someone from a legal point of view. It's literally querying someone from a street point of view. So, the guy is advocating, but as far as I'm concerned, he's not officiating anything.
Beyond recognition, to identify DNA as is commonly done in some places, it is elaborated specially based to identify potentially traits who can go to the scene of a crime, pick up blood, pick up body fluid.
And if you look at it, if you know one man who has become a mobile, this commission of information, I hope it's not him, because they speak almost the same. They burn it, and the man always speak like in a playful way like this. He speaks exactly like Omotoshan. The way the Omotoshan is speaking is how the man is speaking. They speak like in an unserious way, like even like what will happen. You know, this kind of things. You put your life in the hand of an unserious person. They will do whatever they want to do with your life. Play gamble with your life. If they lose, they lose.
Anything at all that can match anybody that the blood police will tell you who has this blood type, who has this body fluid. It will show everything. In fact, most of the cases was elaborated that most of us.
Let me forward it.
We use the laboratory to respond to the laboratory where you talk during answers. And so many other. If it was to be our own laboratory, we had it. The state government. It's not the kind of thing that you are involved in one week. But the government was appointed by a woman and taken them. According to those who are asking it, they decide to come back. It's not just an ordinary test that people feel that because this one is not my son, this one is my daughter, then you go to the laboratory and they do the this is forensic analysis. Okay. If that's not that in there, this is the matter that we are taking. Honorable Commissioner, sir. Yes, sir. The whole world they ask, make the sabi the name of the lab answer on top of the second question, but if you get any answer day for that house, the day with that Prado we carry Bobad, body they come down. Because see, when they don't they write the police report give them, where you go carry.
I'm trying to bring the DNA. I'm looking for the DNA, so guys, please just give me some seconds.
Can up a crime scene. Use their expert to collect samples of Excellency Governor Samuel. He get any request when you get
from my
own suggestion. I would have said maybe they should continue the corona request. And the way I'm looking at things now, the DNA test was very, very important. Because by looking at what is going on, I know the DNA test will reveal a lot of things concerning the test. Yes. Honorable Commissioner, you don't hear, sir? I hear. The thing I think about government they do on the testing. That we need all the science that you can use to resolve this matter. Don't forget the case of the project in America. Who was said to have killed the girlfriend and the girlfriend and all of that. And then project was like a god in America. Everybody knew him. So he was brought in for this crime, and they had to use scientific evidence to prove the matter. And don't forget, it didn't take 1 month to. It took a long time too for all this matter to end. The judiciary, the government, everybody they wanted the truth. We were watching it. I was very young at that time. We were watching it on television, and we are watching the party now. It was a very long case. But at the end of the day, the matter was resolved through science. Thank you. And that is what the government is trying to do. If that laboratory had not been brought down, we wouldn't have been talking this matter. The scientific evidence will have been there for all of us to see. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Honorable Commissioner, before I go end this call now, where I go call you back at 10:30, I beg, make you use your help.
Okay. But just to mute it, okay? I mean, there are so many areas that I just need to listen to. I've listened to this, I've loaded myself. I understand that, I mean, one, we have made it difficult. We worship government, we worship governors. That's why when somebody call governor, it will be like, oh, you are speaking to God. That's why it's like that. Okay, that's why we want it. We can stop this if we want as a people. Okay, all of us can look at how things are supposed to be done and all of us push it into action. Call for this reformation and get things done the right way. Or we'll continue to worship people like this and be clapping hands. When somebody take picture with the governor, we are all clapping. Hey. Oh, when somebody call the mouthpiece, this one is just as Commissioner of Information of Lagos. Hey, yes, done very well. Okay, I mean, this is where we want to be. Giant of Africa, I respect honor. Arise, O compatriot, Nigeria Kolobe. I pray mukuno see iya, Nigeria, Kejikeri iya. Ọlọ́run máa jàre. You understand? So, first, when I look at the conversation, Baba needs DNA, Berekete needs DNA. Commissioner of Information need DNA, but the question is this: whose DNA? Whose DNA do they want to do? I don't understand. Is it Mohbad's DNA that they want to do, or the baby's DNA? Because for me, it's like Baba is looking for baby DNA, but the governor, on the governor's side, so they have not even done DNA on Mohbad. It's the easiest thing. Why do they have the body there all this while? Or maybe this Commissioner of Information, maybe this Commissioner of Information is not aware, because this man is saying this man is not an island. This man is a journalist. Don't think that this man is not well briefed. This Commissioner of Information was not well briefed. Just like the other mouthpiece of the Nigerian police. The Commissioner of Information of the Nigerian police, he was also not briefed very well when they asked him why were the places of exhumation where Mohbad body was exhumed, why was it not barricaded? He said that one, those with the Lagos state, you go ask, and I don't do the work, and I don't me do the work. Imagine you the mouthpiece of the police of the whole federation that is supposed to be informing you about whatever that is happening in the country, and in a high profile case like this, you are saying, ah, that one no be you do am. Aye. It's painful to any taxpayer, any real taxpayer. You are having people that are employed there that you are expecting them to do their job, and they are telling you that that's not what they think that they're supposed to have been doing. In a high-profile case like this, it means the government is not interested. Okay, and why are we playing the card? Why are we playing the card of underground? This underground that we are playing, why are we doing like that? Let us expose the government. Let us make this case. Let us make this case big. The only good thing we can do to this case is to expose it. Whatever we are doing is to make it known to the public. Whatever step we take, let the government know that we are taking a step. If their own toxicology come, okay, while their own is coming, our own too is coming. Our own may even come quicker. It may come before their own. How about that? What if we do our own toxicology now and it comes out before the government toxicology? Our own is already ready and their own is not ready.
Paparano,
Wow.
you can see where they're going now. You see, complacency can be classed as the laziness of the mind. Now, these people are very clever. All they have to do is to give you 10 weeks. Even Berekete himself, he submitted himself to waiting for 10 weeks and encouraging average Nigerians to wait for 10 weeks. And we know at the end of that 10 weeks, it's not going to materialize to anything useful. We are not challenging them enough because we're going to keep quiet for 10 weeks. And at the end of 10 weeks, they're just going to give you a dilution of something and come up with anything they can. They are borrowing time, is all I can say. They will need to borrow 10 weeks to put their acts in order, to write their reports and keep going over it and over again. The coroner inquest is not going to come back because if nothing happens regarding that between now and end of the result coming out, that's the coroner inquest gone. That would just be the outcome of the whole thing. That if we had done the coroner process, part of it is that we've done the autopsy, and then the autopsy could be he drank too many bottles of Gouda and he died. If that's what the outcome of it, what are you going to do?
You know, sometimes I say kids of nowadays, they are the one who don't know this government. If you come to my life most time, right, you see me, I praise government. I swear. People even get worried with their papa. Why are you praising government? But I just want them to know the same man that I'm using to praise government. I also want them to behave. I'm praising them because, come on, guy, man, as man to man, I mean, behave now. I mean, at least we are calling you good names. We are praising you. People are insulting you. We are saying that I beg one like look on our way, make the government do this one. We'll be man to man now. You occupy office, it means that you own the country. You don't own the country now. We own this country together. I bet you can be this one now.
And that's why I said. That's why I said our mandate
belong to Sanwo-Olu. Will he stay there forever? I mean, he's there to do his job now. I've been waiting for this kind of wahala, be this one go. None of us go school now. Good days. Waiting for this wahala now.
Yeah, we talk. Say Berekete is doing a great job, but it is not his job. It is not in his place. It's not part of our judicial process. We don't want to revisit this in future, so we don't want him to be part of a process. He should not be advocating as sort of like an outsider, as you advocating on behalf of people that have actually suffered injustice. That is outside our.
The Berekete was asked whether an autopsy and toxicology whatever should take place, and he said no. Like he want to wait for the government, and people are happy with that. Money is not the issue. Please tell me what harm will it take for second journey, for autopsy and toxicology to be ongoing privately? What harm will it do?
Yeah, it will be embarrassing to the government. That's why they're not going to go down that route. It will be extremely embarrassing that the government cannot undo what they're supposed to be providing us, the citizens. So the government will just say to Berekete, we are handling it. Although it's the one that pushed them to kind of highlight the fact that they haven't even made a move in the first place. And that's why I was saying to Mr. Saka earlier that Berekete himself has a limit.
That's coming from your background.
Sorry.
And hello, cowboy. Can I just become cowboy? Hello, cowboy. Are you the cowboy?
Yeah, carry on.
Hello, cowboy. Hello. Just want to be sure who is in that profile. Hello, cowboy.
Hello.
Yes. What's your input? Do you have an input to what we are saying here? Anything you want to input to our conversation, or you want to listen more?
Well, I'm just listening, guys, and this is my first time on your live, and sometimes it's just best to just listen. Sometimes we talk too much and think we know
Thank you
it.
very much. Yeah, just do a little bit of listening and go on the IT.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna listen to you guys.
It's fine. Go on the IT.
Yeah, so what I was actually talking about earlier is more to do with Mr. Saka. When I said to him, does he not kind of understand that Brekete has a limit? And he was waffling about Brekete can go to court on behalf of Baba Mohbad. And I think, what are you talking about? Because Baba Mohbad is the one that is actually been faulted here. He's the one that's got his own team. And he's the one that's going to make decision about the way forward. If something is not coming forth from him, then Brekete has done his own to highlight it to people in authority. They've told you have to wait for 10 weeks. And anything that will happen between now and the next 10 weeks is up to Baba Mohbad and his team to ask for something differently if they have the capacity to do so. But Brekete is saying, they said wait for 10 weeks, let's wait for 10 weeks. Well, what we're going to get at the end of 10 weeks, it is going to be the end of the coroner inquest, which means the cause of death is XYZ. If they then find that someone is complicit or someone is involved, then the case will then start, and then that is the beginning of the process of getting this so-called justice. But the outcome of this test is not justice, is it, Paparano?
Honestly speaking, sometimes, right, I just say my things there, and I know that those things that I've said there, people will have to deal with it very soon. They will have to deal with it. When I say that this 10 weeks that has been given is a negotiating week. People think I'm stretching too much. I like my own. I like to be healthy. I like my health. I don't like getting disappointed by a kid. Then later I will say, hey, yeah, I don't do that nonsense. I like to plan my things ahead. I like to know where we are going. I like to see from the beginning. From the beginning, I know where it's heading to. A government that has shown that you cannot trust them. Since September, that look at the whole masses, the whole people that came out. Since then till this February, all right. The only thing that we can do is to give them another 10 weeks again, and we trust them. It means we are not different with them now. Where are we complaining? We have seen that for them, that day that man mentioned 10 weeks, for any functioning activist, that day, they will go there and say, all this one, you guys have not been doing nothing. Okay, no. We want to carry this in ourselves. We want to do our own. How this is a shame to tell us that the sample of a famous musician who had died in a mysterious way is being sent on a queue. The man said it's on a queue in America. On a queue. Yet to be attended.
Let me even have
and people are happy about that
question. I have a silly question to ask. Okay, we've got 5 months. It's going to 6 months, or let's even call it 5 months. Which petition, which request has Baba Mohbad been able to put to any court up till now? For what reason, and why hasn't he even done so?
Nothing is working. He has not done nothing. He has not done nothing.
You see, so that's
when I say mention one thing Brekete has done, he has spoken to the Commission of Information, and they give us 10 weeks.
They say we should wait for 10 weeks.
Yes,
exactly. And I don't have anything against the man. Why? Because they've taken the case to him, and I love the idea.
Common sense is not easy.
But I actually even
they are religiously now. Oh my God! Let me take this account down.
He's now speaking for everybody on TikTok. I mean, literally, all he's doing is speaking for everybody on TikTok, because there's nothing Brekete has said so far that we haven't actually addressed already.
I mean, on the head.
He's taking the voice out, and then at the end of the day, the outcome of all this shakara at the end of the day is just that we have to wait for 10 weeks.
The article, let me even give this. The Inspector of General, if you just Google, anybody just Google right now, Inspector of General ordered for ordered Commissioner of Police of Lagos State to commence investigation immediately. So the IGP is aware of this from the day one. In fact, it was through him. It was him who ordered those teams Those team who delivered preliminary report to us, it was the IG who ordered them, IGP Egbetokun. It was the one who ordered Wunmi of Lagos State to carry on the investigation. And now we are stuck. And now suddenly we have to go back to him again. He's there, he's watching, he knows what's going on. They know people who are involved in this case. People don't want to understand that all of them, all these guys, all these men, they know who is involved in this particular death. Okay? They know who is involved. And they are trying to give us a kind of justice that will go through the story that was made, that will go through a made-up story. And for that made-up story to be actualized, there has to be some delay tactics. You know, the longer the story, the longer you tell the story, the real it becomes. You know?
Yeah,
when
I think
the nurse, possibly there may be no nurse. There may be no nurse. Okay? But when you hear nurse every day, you want to accept that, okay, there was a nurse.
They are trying to put the public off. And the thing is, people don't actually understand. I give kudos to you and all the people on TikTok that set up all this platform. If the shout hasn't been there and the outcry hasn't been there through TikTok, this thing would have died a long time ago. Bracketer will definitely not have anything to pick up and run with. And people don't actually understand that. Because if someone is asking you on the platform, what have you done for this case? What you've done for this case is what you've been out since day one and you're still here till today, as well as various other people. Regardless of which part of the camp you're in, at least everybody's looking for the same thing. Towards the end of it is justice. When we get the justice, we can start fighting ourselves again about how useful the outcome is or whatever the case may be. And that is what everybody is doing. The thing is, this is the only place we have a voice. It is vocal. The rest of the world is listening to it. It may be units and units and units. Put it all together, Bracketer is now blown it up. But even that is now suppressed with the idea of waiting for 10 weeks. And people just don't understand.
Do we try to analyze Bracketer, you know, in the sense that Bracketer is one of the earliest activists. Let me try to get Bracketer speech. He was one of the earliest activists that got into this case. The earliest. Even when others, people like, at that time, I don't think African TV was involved in this case. Bracketer is more earlier than most people. Most of all these activists that came later, ri0usly and others, Bracketer was the first. And at the time, he said that even if the man has not contacted them, that they will carry this case. They will bring with them DSS. They will bring NIA. They will bring everything to see that Mohbad get justice. I mean, it's an interesting case. Anybody who is a good businessman, you know where to invest. I mean, let's be frank here. There's always a two side of everything. I know this is what people don't want to hear, but it's a reality. Nobody just does things. Interest goes with things. Interest goes alongside everything you do in this life. For any reasonable person. Only a foolish person does things without no interest. Do you guys understand? And that is why if we stay closer to Bracketer, we ask questions, okay, we keep it pressuring, we'll get a lot of things done. We will know where